Yo, so I'll be going over the basics of Locked and how to play Locked, because I got a few comments on how, well, how to play the game. And first off, I want to start with what is Locked. Locked is a game based off Blue Lock, the anime and manga. And if you haven't read or watched Blue Lock, it's a game. It's an anime on football, and there's a lot more to it, but it's just like the gist of it, right? So, anyways, once you start, you'll spawn in, and you'll see three things immediately. Okay, so you see your flow color, which is this circle around your character. You'll see your weapon on the bottom left, and then you'll see your trait. You'll see your trait above the weapon, right? So the first thing I recommend doing is going to customization and walking through this hallway to take a look at your build. So when you step on this, it should show all your details here, and I'll be making a video on all the weapons and everything. But basically, just a basic recap. This is your weapon. You can roll with money, which you can get by doing autos or AFK area or tasks, which I'll get to in a bit. This is your trait. It isn't as significant as your weapon, but it still does affect the gameplay by a lot. This is your physical. So 6'3" is the highest you can get, and 5'3" is the lowest you can get. 6'3" it has the most power and the height, obviously, and it's slower. But 5'3" has lesser power, and it's way faster. Okay. This is just your face. The face I have right now is on the Kaiser one. I have Kaiser on all my slots, so I can't even show you. But that's all for the physical. This is your flow. So your flow is this is the type of flow you get. So basically, there's vines, there's Shido wings, there's puzzle, Isagi. There's a lot of things, right? This is just flow buff. So flow, in autos, let's say in autos, it builds up slowly in a game, and when it reaches 100, when you press G, it activates flow. Okay. It's a flow state, usual Blue Lock game, right? And in the flow state is what this buff is. So whatever buff you have over here is what you'll get. So 15 is the max, and 5 is the minimum. So you want to go for at least 10 plus on whatever you want. This is your flow color, your aura color, and this costs way lesser to roll. It's only 400 because it's normally 500, but it's only 400 here, because I have VIP. This is also usually about 3,000, I think. But anyways, this is your slots. So you spawn with 2 slots. So I recommend checking the other slot and seeing if there's a weapon or like a height or some sort of flow buff that you think is better, and you can roll on that one, right? You can use all the codes. All the codes have been I told all the codes in this video, and I'll just put it up on screen right now. You can go to my channel and take a look at it, right? So the Game Pass is the 3rd slot. I don't know how much it costs, but I'll put it up on the screen right now, and that's your 3rd slot. But right now, once you're starting, don't buy it yet. Just fuck around with 2 slots for a bit and figure out how it works, right? So the next basic thing is autos, okay? I'm sure you've heard the term autos a lot if you've looked into this game, right? So this is the autos lobby, and this is the queue. So autos is basically a mini game of football, okay? And it's kind of like futsal. I don't know if you know what futsal is, but it's kind of like futsal. It's a smaller version of football, right? And you can play with your friends, you can play with or without a GK, and you can play in different formats: 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4. Whenever you select no GK, so this is how you create one. You create one like this. Weapons enabled, so you can turn off all your weapons. Your height will be the same for everyone, and that's all. You can't change your match name. There's no match type yet, but there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 side. When you disable the GK, that means the GK option as a position isn't there. So if I turn on, I can pick goalkeeper here, right? So I go to red and I go to goalkeeper. That's how it should work. It should show. But if you turn off your GK, that means you'll get an AI GK, which is pretty good. So if you're just learning, if you're trying to just practice, as long as you're not a GK, this is what you want to usually go for: 3v3s, weapons enabled, and this is the sort of format you want to follow, right? Now, the next thing I want to get into is, so winning autos gives you money and elo. So the elo on the bottom right here, mine's 373. I don't play the game much, but you see this elo over here. This is like the leaderboard for elo, so you can get it here if you really wanted, the one up here. But I don't recommend it because it takes really long, because you get 30 elo at most each win. And the only good thing about elo in this game is that the more elo you have, the more money you get every autos game, and you only get money when you win, right? In addition with autos, we have tasks. So these tasks over here, whenever you complete them, you have a yen reward, and you complete them only in autos. It doesn't work anywhere else. only in auto. So you have to, let's say, steal a ball from player 12. So everything, this is all random and it refreshes daily. The next thing is your team customization. Okay, so I got a comment about this on how to get jerseys or how to change your jersey. So when you go into autos, the first thing you're gonna see is like a red bib or like a white bib that your character's gonna be wearing. But you can take these like type of jerseys. You can get them. So I'll show you how. So you go to team customization. You go here, and you just walk to this laser or this line here. And you will not see this pop up here. You will see an add jersey, or you'll see a color prompt. So you select your color. Your color only determines your color on the chat on the top left, right? So it's not that significant. Now the next thing you're gonna have to do is add a jersey. So I recommend it being a jersey. Well, usually it's a jersey, but you can use things like these as well. Like this. This is like a stupid ass outfit I got. It's just a normal Roblox shirt and pants ID, right? So you put that in, and over here it should say icon ID. Your icon ID has to be a classic t-shirt ID, and some of them don't work, so you might have to use another one. So to get the ID here, this is the link that'll show up, right? This is the link that'll show up in your Roblox. You want to go up to your browser on the search bar and copy this. Okay, well, you wanna copy this like number here. You see this? You're gonna copy that, and then you wanna put it in there, right? And you can invite people to your team so they can share jerseys, or, you know, just for cosmetic as well. It's really all that is. But I use an individual team, right, where I can put all my jerseys, and I just need the IDs for them, so I don't have to keep on waiting for someone to upload it, right? Okay, so the next relevant thing that I want to get into is your private servers. So this is your private server. It's completely free. There's no need to pay for it. And there's three sorts of maps. Okay, there's U20, there's field, and there's team. So field is the smallest one. Team is your medium sized, and U20 is your biggest one. So let's say I generate a team field right now. So the icon ID that you put in the team field, or like in the team creation at the time, is what'll show up on the sides over here. That's my old club's icon. So this is what'll show up on the sides. Oh, they removed the barriers. That's nice. There used to be invisible barriers before. Oh, you can. Oh wait, I'm bugged. That's why. But yeah, am I gonna be stuck? I think I'm gonna be stuck. Okay, no, it's fine. So, yeah, this is about the size of the... I think it's a bit smaller than the U20 one. Maybe I'm bugging, but it looks pretty small. And I don't think it's the same size as the U20, so... Usually, nobody really uses this for the fucking... for scrims or anything, right? So, the next thing I want to talk about is a few commands. Alright, so... Obviously, I suggest, before I get into commands, when you're new to the game, I suggest getting into the PS and just messing around until you get the gist of how the game works and the basics, and then you want to go autos, right? Because that's how I started off, and it helped a lot. So you get used to the controls, you learn how to dribble, you learn how to tackle, you learn all the keybinds, and you should be fine, right? So, okay. Now, the next thing, I'll be showing you the commands, right? So, the first command is, well, training on. So this is, you have to type it in chat, and it gives you infinite stamina, infinite flow, and infinite cooldown. So you see my cooldown on the bottom left for sword screw. I do that, there is no cooldown, right? Now, when you do training off, the ball spawns in the middle, and I have a cooldown. Oh yeah, it's a bug right now, but I have a cooldown, so I'm cooldown right now. So, anyways, whenever you do training on, you have access to the command ball. So you can spawn a ball, you can, you know, mess around with your friends, or you can experiment stuff. That's usually what I use it for, right? Now, to show your jerseys in game, you know how my jersey is in here right now? So to show my jersey in game, you have to type team and then whatever you want to name your team. So let's say slime, right? So whenever you join the team, that's when your jersey shows up. Otherwise, you're just wearing the normal blue lock jumpsuit. And people can join your team by pressing M and going on the top right. This is your player count, total player count in the server, and this is how many players are in one team. Or you could just type team slime in chat exactly how I did it, and you'll end up in my team, right? So that's how you get jerseys to show up. Now let's talk about official matches, or just general quality of life commands. Okay, so the first thing is admin. The person who creates the server is the original admin, and they can give admin by typing admin and giving their username. So let's say my username is this, right? So if I wasn't the owner, I'd be able to do like training on and training off, right? So they get access to all the commands, and they can kick people and stuff like that. Okay, so the next one is fly perms. It's the same as admin, it's just it gives them fly perms. So if I were to type fly perms and my username, I can fly. So this is usually used for refereeing or just finding bugs and stuff, and it's pretty useful, right? The next thing is, as a referee, you can whistle, right? You can whistle. It's pretty loud, but yeah, you can whistle. You can use a whistle to call fouls or call a penalty kick or whatever, right? And the next thing is your scoreboard. You have access to a scoreboard, and you access it by typing SB space on, and you can change the score by typing SB. Now, if you want to change score 1, which is your team 1, you type score 1, or if you want to change team 2, type score 2, and then you type the score. And let's say I scored 144 goals, right? It says 144, and the first team scored that many, right? Usually that's not supposed to be the format, but this is just an example, okay? Now, let's say you want to reset it, you can either go SB score 1-0 or SB score 2-0, but I suggest going like this. So if I were to do another score, let's say 2-4 is the score, SB reset. It resets it all, and you don't have to type more than one command, which is really nice, right? Now, the next and final command in this PS, in any PS really, is your kick command. So you can type kick, and then you can type the username. I don't know if I can kick myself. I shouldn't be able to. Oh, no, I can kick myself, yep. So, yeah, that's really all there is for the basics of Locked. If you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be sure to answer them in the comments. But yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll have guides up on the screen, in my channel, so if you have like a certain weapon or any questions, just drop a comment, right? Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.